All right. Hello, everybody. Hopefully my internet is fine now because it was a bit of a problem for the past few days. But welcome back to the Slice of Shonen podcast. I am your host on the boat, feeling a little sick, but still here, Sailor. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. We got a whole lot of stuff to talk about, despite us only having 3 chapters this week. Spoiler alert, I liked all 3. They were very, very fun. But, of course, not just me here. We have the opinions of other people. Hold on. I have to do the bit. Okay. I want to see if this works. I have to rewatch the VOD to see if they hear this too. We have the Cookin' Taco. We have the Jigga. We have the Jigga, aka Adam, who's linked down in the description box below. You can check out their channel. We have the me. Hey, how's it going? We have the Silver. We have the Sky Cadet 13, still with admin privileges, also back from getting the milk. Him and Ty, like, back to back. They came back into our lives. We're so thankful. We're so appreciative. And then, of course, we have the Zenith Annie Manga, who also just dropped a great video. Again, we've mentioned it before, but go fucking watch it. The fuck is wrong with you?
Fucking reacted to
yeah,
it.
right? Literally, your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber, bro.
All right, these are allegations I don't gotta take.
Hey, man.
What would you like? The fame and fortune of a popular video, or your least favorite person watching said popular video?
Hey,
Truly.
Man.
Truly
Guys,
the Michael
hey,
Richard
man, views
of
are views.
YouTubers.
Hey, shout out,
Free endorsement.
hey man, shout out to Nuktaku. He's one of the go-to, Annie-tuber, bro. I swear. I love the video where he tried to pay people to say the N-word. That shit was so funny.
And then
Also-
wonder why he got demonetized on it. That was funny.
I didn't
Really
watch the
funny.
video, but it's a banger title. The thumbnail was
Be
immaculate.
good.
Telling you, man,
Really
your favorite
quickly.
YouTuber's favorite YouTuber. You don't gotta lie
I
to us
have-
if you're listening. Go
I
ahead,
have
Sky.
terrible news.
Okay.
The
What?
soundboard worked.
It did?
I was
I
watching
also
this shit.
checked, it worked.
It works.
So-
We heard it.
So, whatever
Okay.
things you liked about this podcast, prepare to stop doing them.
Yeah.
Prepare to enjoy.
Oh,
Okay.
it's about to
I'm
get
about to get
disrespectful
off.
too, because we if we have a bad take.
Oh my.
I do not want to be hit with that.
Oh my god. So
Hey,
basically,
Hey, what did you guys do with what did you guys do with that new series? Which watch?
So basically, let me say hi to everybody first. Hello, Kaneki. Hello, Sleeping Danger. Hello, Dark Nimux. Hello, Wet Napkin. Hello. Welcome, everybody. So, no, to answer your questions real quick, Sleeping Danger, before we jump into all this nonsense, I didn't actually have to really set this up. We were just late because we were late, honestly. I'll admit it. We were a little late. We were just conversing with each other. But no, Discord added this new thing where they just gave people soundboards. So
And we can add our own sounds.
yeah,
so
we can
that's
add our own
fine.
soundboards. Yeah, so
Oh,
like
for real?
yeah.
Where did we get
Um,
Last night.
So far,
Alright.
yeah, it was literally last
Sounds
night.
like there's
yeah.
some benefits to staying up till 6 a.m. Eh?
Yeah. So if you hear
Wow, where
some
do I find the
nonsense in
soundboard?
the background,
Find it.
do
It's
not
on
worry
the
too much
left,
about it.
Right below the disconnect button.
Yeah, it
It's
has
a little,
like an open
yeah, it's a little
soundboard
music
thing.
no open soundboard.
So yeah, do not worry too much about it. Whoa, and another little thing, at least on Streamlabs, your names are different colors, chat. That's awesome.
Yeah, no, same on YouTube. It's
Yeah, that's really cool. I fuck with that. Look at you guys. Hey, we got customization here. Only on this channel, though. No other channel live streams and does it like us. Anyway, I feel like we've talked a lot. This intro is long as hell. Of course, one last bit before we get started. If you'd like to donate to the podcast, you always can down below. But if you don't want to, you can just keep on listening to us because time is money and we appreciate you spending it with us. Fellas, usually I ask if you guys are ready, but I'm ready to talk about these chapters. We've spent almost 5 minutes talking about bullshit and soundboards and things of that nature. So, getting right into the chat. A Sailor exclusive. You're damn right, Sleeping Danger. Getting right on into it. One Piece chapter 1080. Team, how are we feeling about this one?
Garp is that fucking dude.
He is him.
He's so fucking sick with it, dude. I was expecting Garp to be strong, but what the fuck? Like,
This is one of the rare instances where a character in a manga like exceeds expectations.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because like, I think we were all like, yeah, Garp was strong 40 years ago. You know, like he
Yeah.
was
Still strong.
Yeah, like he's fine, but he's an old man now. Whatever. And then he did this, and everyone was like, "Oh, what?"
Yeah.
I love the way this chapter ends because it's just like, oh my god, don't worry, Coby, I'm coming to save you. And then he just proceeds to hydrogen bomb punch the coffin in the city. And it's like, bro, everyone's dead. Whoever you were saving died.
Don't worry, bro. They didn't affect Kobe, bro. He's fine.
You're right, he's fine.
Dodged
The
it.
island called full of lead.
The island
that's-
is called full of dead after that attack, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Awesome.
Wait,
Here's
hold
the
on,
thing,
hold
Sky.
on.
Go ahead.
Full of lead, more like full of dead.
I was saving that.
Dude,
for
that,
the
like,
so joke.
Okay, Sky. So, this island it's really funny because it has so many names. There's so many
Yeah.
different translations.
That's the thing, I was
It's-
like, I feel like I would remember that.
It's Pirate Island.
Yeah.
That's what I
It's
remember.
Hachinosu, which is the Japanese, whatever. And then the official English translated name is Full of Lead.
Yeah.
That's the actual English name.
Every
Another
once in a
interesting
while.
thing.
We do
Okay,
it
go
right.
Every once in a while, maybe Oda does cook.
Yeah.
It's interesting because in this chapter, I think we get like a hint or maybe even like confirmation that the Rocky Port is at.
Yes,
Full
I
of
wanted
lead?
to talk about that. That's super interesting.
They really put so much emphasis on this incident. I need to know what happens.
Yeah, now I
Yeah,
guess I
no.
kind of understand it now since it's on like Blackbeard's island. I thought it was just a random ass place. I was wondering why they kept like, oh, the Rocky Port incident, the Rocky Port incident. Oh my god, the Rocky Port incident. But like, damn, okay, I guess it makes sense. So that's fucking interesting. Law, Coby, and Black just on there, like on that island. That's
Well,
fucking insane.
What's even more interesting about that is the fact that, out of the characters we know that were involved in the Rocky Port incident is, Blackbeard, Law, Coby. And then there was the one guy, I'm sorry, I forget his name, but he was a member of Rocks. He had like the Chinese name. We've never seen him. We don't know what he looked like. He was like a legendary pirate, member of Rocks, and he took over Pirate Island after like Rocks died or whatever. And then something happened, Rocky Port incident, that involved the Law, Coby, and Blackbeard. And after it, Blackbeard took over like Full of Lead, made it his home base. And then, Law became, whatever. And then
Became the warlord, yeah.
Coby became known as the hero of the Rocky Port incident.
Wang Z, thank you, Sleeping Danger. That's
Wang Z, yeah. And it's weird that those three characters in particular were involved, and also those are the three characters that Blackbeard's like involved with right now because he kidnapped Coby and he's fighting Law.
Yeah. So speaking of Blackbeard, real quick, I've had this thought in mind. I don't think I've ever mentioned it on the podcast. The soundboard abuse about to go crazy. You're absolutely correct, Wet Napkin. But I've had this thought for a while. I was like, I don't think Blackbeard has Conqueror's hockey. I didn't really have a reason for it, but I just felt like with the type of character he was, being like a schemer in a sense, I was like, I don't think he really has it, because every time he faces some basically any type of danger, he's like, nah, I'll fight you later, bye. And he tries to manipulate things better to his favor. And after a little bit, like I think it was after Sengoku was just randomly confirmed to have it, I was like, maybe he does, because Sengoku didn't really seem like the guy to have Conqueror's hockey, and more so Garp. Now we know that's true. So with this, I kind of feel like it might be true, because what Garp did in this chapter with just pure advanced Conquerors, that shit felt like a quake bubble just went off. So I was wondering, like, do you guys think this is the same thing? Like, do you think Blackbeard's like quake fruit that like makes up for him not having advanced conquerors? That's how he's gonna sort of contend with Luffy, maybe Shanks if he does end up fighting him later.
I would imagine, yeah. I mean,
That
and
would
there's
be
also,
pretty sick.
of course, the possibility that he's just going to compound more fruits. Because, like, as far as we obviously, we still don't know exactly how it is he managed to pull off having 2 fruit powers.
Yeah.
Bro,
So, I mean,
literally 8 white beards.
we don't even know
just
if
go
there's an upper
training.
limit. I mean, I have to imagine, of course, there is some kind of upper limit, because then he's just going to be too overpowered if that's the case.
I think it has to, like, the limit is just 3, right? Like, it should be, right? Just based off his Jolly Roger. I feel like it should just be 3.
Yeah.
I still think, I don't know. I have no evidence. It's one of those things where I could see that.
Oh
but
yeah,
also,
like there's no
I
evidence.
still
I'm sorry.
kind of think he's probably gonna have Conqueror's Hockey.
Okay.
Because the weird thing with Blackbeard is, because I thought the same thing. I always, for a long, long time, I thought, well, the reason why he's so reliant on his Devil Fruit powers is probably because his willpower is weak, and we've seen that. Blackbeard's willpower is pretty weak. He's pretty cowardly,
Yeah.
and his hockey's probably not that strong. But then just recently, we saw him block an attack from the Mihawk Seraphim, and that's the same guy who cut the fucking island, like the mountain in Amazon Lily, like in half.
Yeah.
And he blocked it pretty casually with his arm, and it's like, okay, so he has hockey and it's strong. And then the weird scene to me, or the weird thing about Blackbeard, is always the Shanks stuff. When Shanks went to warn Whitebeard, he's like, hey, Blackbeard gave me this scar, and it's not like I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
So Shanks is basically telling, and Shanks has absolutely no reason to lie in that situation. So it's like Blackbeard attacked Shanks and scarred him permanently on his face.
Yeah, no devil
And it
fruit,
wasn't
no
a-
nothing.
And it wasn't a sneak attack.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, how could he have done that if he isn't just really powerful?
That's true. Yeah. Very good point.
Confirm
Very good point.
Blackbeard stronger than Kid?
Yes.
Yeah,
I don't even
sir.
think that needs to be
That
confirmed.
was-
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking otherwise.
Yeah. I mean, it could be interesting to see how that would play out, because like you said, he is definitely the schemer type of character. So like he could, his whole thing about him and playing the fool, well, it could just be a way of throwing people off, you know? Oh, like, I mean, that could be, I can see him trying to pull something like that before he just goes out with full strength.
He's really dedicated to that role because it's my favorite part about Blackbeard. He wants to confront people every single time, and then the moment that like they punch him back, he's like, "Bro, like, what's your problem? You're insane right now."
It's like that
What did I
one
do to
video of
you?
the guy. He's just like, "Oh, I can't believe you've done this." Like that's
Yeah,
literally
I can't believe you've
Blackbeard.
done this.
It's literally Blackbeard every time he picks a fight. Like fucking Van Auger when Law started fighting back. He's like, "Hey yo, you kind of got clapped up a little bit. You want to run?" Like they're just so used to running. Like Van Auger was like, "Hey bro, I got the Uber outside. Like I'm ready to go if you are."
Ah shit, they fired back. I guess we gotta run.
Yeah, I guess we got to get
Listen,
the fuck
bro,
up out of
I
here.
took a video of you getting your ass kicked. I can like cut it to make it look like you
Right, yeah. Like
like
we have the technology, bro. I can edit that shit out, you know, like it ain't nothing but a thing, really. But yeah, that definitely is an interesting argument for sure. I'm really interested to see what the fuck, because obviously there's more stuff going on with Blackbeard that we don't know about, and we don't have to get into it obviously because this is more so of a GARP chapter, because fuck. But like it seems like we cut away I guess not like specifically, but we cut away at certain points during Blackbeard fights, so there has to be something going on that like we just don't know about, like doesn't involve fruits or something like that. Something's
We
happening
haven't
with that dude.
seen. We've never seen Blackbeard go all out, because it's the same thing with Ace. Okay, so like when he tried to fight Luffy got knocked up by the knockup stream with the Skypiea, so he got away.
Hey,
And then
yo.
when whoa, hold on.
Oh
And
wait,
when,
we have the technology for this now.
And then when Blackbeard fought Ace, it was a situation where Blackbeard was like, "Hey, Ace, like I'm strong and shit," and then Ace was like, "Okay," and he fucked him up,
Yeah.
like fucking really badly. And then something kind of switched where Blackbeard was like, "All right, I'm gonna show you like what I can do," and then the
Yeah.
fight got cut. We didn't get to see it. And then with it's like and it's the same thing with Law. It's like they started fighting, Blackbeard got fucked up, but as soon as Blackbeard like started getting serious, the fight gets cut. So it's like we've never really seen Blackbeard fight like all out. We don't really know what he's capable of.
What if bro
Well, it's
already
just
has a
like-
third fruit and it's the Shadow Clone Jutsu fruit? He just jumped that nigga.
It's
The
one of those
off-screen
things
fruit.
where Oda loves to show him lose, but he's never wanting to show him win. Like, just never.
That's not true. There was, oh, you know,
That's the weird thing, right? Though, like that Blackbeard he's such a like important central villain. He's like the main villain, really, in the series, and it's like his journey parallels Luffy so much, and he is like weirdly. Oda's not overprotective of Blackbeard.
No,
Like,
yeah,
the same
he's
way-
not afraid to make him look dumb.
Yeah, like he'll make Blackbeard just fucking lose and
Yeah.
just look like an idiot,
Like,
and it's like.
Magellan.
But
Yeah.
that's the thing about Blackbeard is like he always comes out on top.
Yeah.
He even though he gets hit in the mouth quite a bit, he like opens his mouth and he gets hit. He always somehow wins somehow.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm curious to see like what he does exactly. But
There's something going on with that man. There's something going on with him.
we got kind of an idea of how Cross Guild works with the stars. Each star
Yeah.
represents about 100 million.
Yeah, it
It's really
reminded me
cool
of
that Coby, has 5.
Doflamingo's thing.
Yeah, right. That's very true. Good point.
Yeah, bro. Doflamingo's the final member of Cross Guild. He's gonna break out Impel Down and join.
You're damn
Finally.
right. The goat comes
Man.
back.
Yes, sir.
Can you actually imagine if that happened? And like, I mean, because he
I don't
just
think
be
it's,
taking
like,
over that
impossible.
immediately.
I
It's
feel
one
like
of those things
Doflamingo
where-
breaking out would be cool. I'd love that.
It's one of those things
mean-
where that's like a big plot line. So I think because it would be weird if Oda just like off screen, like, yeah, he broke out of Impel Down. But it's also like I feel like Doflamingo's not gonna spend the rest of the series in Impel Down.
No.
I feel
If
like he's gonna
anything,
get out.
at the same time, it also wouldn't be too weird for him to join Cross Guild because just like that's what
No, it wouldn't.
it's made up. It's
It's
just
the
like
former
warlords who
warlords.
cause the most trouble to the world government, and he's one of them.
I can
I
already
saw-
see his conversation with Crocodile be like, "Oh, so you didn't want to team up with me, but you team up with this dumb fuck."
dude,
Like-
I legit, you said that, Jigga, and I was like, no, it's not. Buggy's not a war.
He's a
Yeah.
Yonko.
He's a Yonko now. How
yes,
does he do
sir. Hey,
How
But,
does How does he do
I've
it?
already
indeed?
seen
Falling up
uh,
for his baby.
I've already seen theories, and I agree. People have said that like now that Moria is gonna escape, which also props to Moria that he didn't join Blackbeard after he killed
Yeah.
his fucking
Yeah,
friend.
for sure
I thought he
would.
fucking died. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
be
thought he
real.
did.
I was dead.
I thought he was
Again.
cooked.
I've seen people say that Moria's probably gonna join Cross Guild, and it's like I guess that makes sense because like what else would he do?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's.
It's like
I
a
was saying
good
that
spot for him
last
to
week.
just kind of sit until the end of the series. Like, oh, he joins
For
Cross
sure.
Guild and he's just with them.
Yeah.
So now we have officially seen. We know the devil fruits of almost every Blackbeard pirate member. The only two that we don't know is whoever the final, member is, because we don't know who the 10th Titanic captain is.
It's
And
Doflamingo.
We don't know the name of Lafitte's devil fruit.
Oh yeah. With
Oh,
his
we really don't?
No, we don't know the name, but we know it's
Damn,
something.
okay.
Like we kind of have an idea because
Wait,
we've seen him. Oda's drawn him with like white wings, like angel-like wings on his back, which he
Yeah.
doesn't have all the time. And also, when Blackbeard and his crew left Marineford to go to Impel Down, Lafitte told Sengoku, because Sengoku was like, "How did they get through the gates of justice?" Lafitte's like, "Oh, that was my doing. I hypnotized them to allow any Navy ship to come through the gates."
Oh, yeah, he
So
did. didn't
people theorize he has like a mythical zone, like a siren or
I was
something.
just
Somehow
gonna
he
say
can,
siren,
yeah,
that makes
he
sense.
can fly, and he has wings. He can hypnotize people and stuff like that. But
Damn.
so we have an idea of what this fruit is. We just don't know the name. But besides
Okay.
him, we know every other Blackbeard pirate members devil fruits.
Yeah. They're cool, too.
Which
The
Avila
Island
Pizarro's is
Boy.
just—it's a better version of Pika's.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
yeah, no, that really is nuts. Like, I mean,
Island Boy Pizarro.
hmm
I respect it. honestly.
And Vasco Shots is the liquor fruit.
Hey,
which
Which
is
that
Very
would be
soon.
really cool, actually.
Actually,
I'm
I
excited
like
to
it.
see him fight with that.
It looks like it's
Bubbles.
gonna be like fire based. It's cool because
like alcohol and fire.
you know everyone likes to theorize like what the matchups will be between the Blackbeard Pirates and the Straw Hats, and I've always liked the idea of Vasco Shop versus Jinbei, and I think this is cool because if this does happen, it'll kind of be like water versus fire.
Yeah, no. And not to
okay.
mention, and if you think about it, Vasco kind of would have an advantage of his own because if alcohol is used to draw out moisture from stuff. So I mean, that could be interesting to see.
True.
Bro, he's gonna pull out that drunken fist, and it's gonna be
Oh
nutty.
shit.
Drunken fist.
I mean,
Oh,
The
shit,
drunken
could be.
fist against Fishman Karate. Which one wins?
Bro about to go sicko mode. I respect that, honestly. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh yeah, that would be interesting to see because like we had this theory before that Vasco actually was like a blobfish fishman, and which would be weird considering he's a devil fruit user or who's also a fishman. So that kind of cancels out like we saw with Vander Decken. But if he actually has access to something that controls liquid like alcohol, well, that could actually still work in that case.
True.
Yeah, true.
I
We're
thought
getting
somewhere.
Jinbei would fight like Jesus Burgess or something. Fight his strong ass. Maybe that'll be Sanji's fight or something. Sanji will fucking
Gotta
clown
be
that guy.
Yeah,
It's still
or
gonna
Frankie.
be. I'm telling you.
Actually,
Shiryu
yeah,
versus
Frankie would
Sanji
be a
is gonna
great
fucking
fight
happen.
for him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sanji would be a great fight for what's his name?
Sanji still has to fight the horse. Hunger.
Hunger.
I believe in Zenith. It's gotta happen.
He's got to fight. Fucking Chopper and Sanji team up to fight this.
The
the
funniest
doctor and the
thing about
horse.
that. Well, the funniest thing about that, to give chat a bit like insight,
A bit of context.
a bit of context. One night, me and Zenith and there, like we were just sitting here like talking about the Straw Hat Pirates versus Blackbeard Pirates and like what matchups and everything.
Mhm.
And he was like, and I was like, oh yeah, there's Doc Q and his horse. And Zenith was like, oh, what's the horse's name or something like that. And I told him, and here's the funniest part about it is I misremembered the name.
Yeah.
I told him the name was Hunger.
Oh, yeah. then he-
Zenith was like, "Oh my god, it makes so much sense. That's Sanji's matchup. That's Sanji's fight. Like it's foreshadowed in there. Like joking, he wasn't being serious, but like that's it. That's the fucking matchup. And like you're so right. And then like a month later, I was like looking into it again because I think about One Piece way more than I should. And I was like, oh wait, the horse's name isn't Hunger, it's Stronger.
Let me tell you,
Like,
I
that is
fell
fucking
to
name.
my knees that day. I was distraught.
Great going,
Sorry, it's
Taco.
all my fault. Yeah, I'm sorry.
For
'Cause
once,
I
it wasn't
trusted
me in
him like a
Walmart falling to my
fucking
knees.
idiot.
Hey, man. Trust me, I understand the
That's-
feeling.
It's still Sanji's matchup, bro.
Yeah,
Well, no,
bro.
that's
He's
why I
gonna.
think it's-
That horse is malnourished, bro. He's gonna nurse that thing back to full health. He's gonna be a
That's
why it's gotta be
stallion.
Zoro.
Sanji versus Shiryu. It's going to fucking happen. It has to fucking happen.
Well, we
Mhm.
can just have
Gotta be
Sanji
Zoro
match up with the whole
versus
crew.
Stronger.
No,
Yeah, he'll
Zoro
just
versus
carry.
Yeah,
Strong.
he'll just win.
Yeah, I think
Fuck
Sanji
it.
just hard carries. Honestly, like when you're like that, you're like that. You know.
Everyone except the one lady. That easy.
Yeah, that's my man, Windsmoke Sanji. Like, let's go.
Yeah,
I
man.
saw moving a bit ahead.
Go ahead.
Mr. Morge made a Mr.
Shout out
Morge
to
does his like
Morge.
weekly reviews,
Yeah.
and shout out to him because he had a really he brought this up and I thought it was a really cool idea because he talked about how in this chapter basically Blackbeard's plan for Coby is that he wants to use him as a bargaining chip to become a allied nation with the world government, become a king.
Which
himself.
is insane.
Which is really cool. But here's the thing, right? Is like that most likely is all bullshit. That's probably not what Blackbeard actually wants.
Yeah.
It's probably because here's the thing, he did this exact same tactic before. He kidnapped Ace, used him as a bargaining chip to become a warlord, and then he used his status
Finessed
as
the
warlord
shit out of him.
to invade Impel Down, free the rest of his crew, come to Marineford, finish off Whitebeard, steal his stuff. So it was just a means to an end to him. And so let's ask the question: if that's the case, why does he want to become a king?
The empty
What does that
throne.
allow him? It gives him access to Mary Joa,
Yeah.
most likely. because Reverie and stuff, which the Reverie doesn't have for a couple years, but it's like it's most likely, and I think that's really interesting because I'm wondering if Blackbeard knows a bit more than he lets on. Like maybe he doesn't know about Emu exactly, but what's cool about it is when Sengoku was telling us about rocks, he's like, oh, rocks was erased from existence, essentially. He was erased from history because he dabbled in the taboos of the world. And his goal was he wanted to become the king of the world.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, so that to me makes me think that Rocks most likely knew about Emu somehow and wanted that power. He wanted to be on the empty throne and become king of the world. And Blackbeard, in a lot of ways, is the new era of Rocks. His home base is the exact same island, full of lead. His flagship is called the Saber of Zebek.
Yeah.
It's like Blackbeard. There's a lot of parallels between Blackbeard and Rocks. So, yeah, it's really cool because it's making me think that maybe Blackbeard knows more.
It would be interesting too.
We think he knows. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
it would
also
be
like
interesting just because fucking Eam had his bounty poster as one of the ones that needed to be erased potentially. I'm sorry, continue.
Well, another thing, this is like a SBS thing, but Oda did like what's the hobbies of all the Worst Generation members? And Blackbeard's hobby is archaeology.
Yeah.
Yeah, not to mention
nerd.
Not to mention and they're having a lot of theories about his potential connection to Rocks himself, of like obviously being his spiritual successor. So, I mean, it definitely wouldn't be surprised if he were to learn about Odium through his research of Rocks, and then trying to pick up where he left off.
For sure. Both got I bet Zebek had nasty ass teeth.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, guaranteed.
I would imagine.
He was a
He
pirate.
has scurvy.
He had it all.
Yeah.
It's a deadly illness that's taken hundreds of lives, Sailor. It's not funny.
Yeah, well, his was one of them, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
Good riddance.
We also learned what a sword is, finally.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
That's a really cool concept. I love
I
like
was
it a
not
lot.
expecting that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool. I would like to maybe learn like a bit more, like the origin of it, like what caused this to like form this like group.
I just know that Garp had to be involved in it because, like, he's literally the whole definition of "I do what I want."
Yeah.
I
would
wouldn't be
not be
surprised.
surprised if he was the one who started it.
I think they saw they were like, oh, 2 mid Pokemon games came out. Hold on, we gotta take the name Sword and Shield back, and that's how it happened.
There's so the weird thing about it is Akainu is like the exact opposite of Sword in a lot of ways because he's super by the books, by the number. He's the fleet admiral, so that's the meme. That's the meme is we always make fun. It's like, yeah, that dude's sitting on his ass, like he's not doing anything. Like it's hard work, filling out paperwork for him. But it's like the weird thing about Akainu is he has a tattoo of a sword on his arm.
Yeah.
And it's like such a weird little like detail. And people have talked about and theorized like maybe Akainu was a member of Sword or he formed Sword or like, there's lots of theories. Because it's the idea, it's like, why would the government allow this to happen? Why would the government allow Sword to exist?
That's my thing.
And it's like,
yeah.
and it's like, I don't think we know the full picture yet. So I don't think we can really say either. Like we can theorize about like why, but it's like, we don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're clearly at odds. Because during Wano, we saw that Drake was super hostile towards CP0. He's like, "What the fuck are they doing here?" And like, they weren't allies. Like they, they were on opposite sides. They fought each other. So
I was about to say, I think they fought,
definitely-
right? Yeah.
Yeah, there's. It's like, I don't know. It's really interesting. I hope we find out more.
Yeah. Because I was wondering, I was like, why the fuck would they just allow this group to exist? But yeah, I imagine we're going to get some more. Maybe with like what's going on, maybe with GARP and, the stuff going on here on Full of Lead. I'm not exactly sure. Because I was really interested. Because at first, when I first read this chapter, I was like, I don't think Coby is going to be enough of a bargaining chip. And then I started thinking about it because I reread it this afternoon, not this morning. I was asleep. But I was rereading it and I was like, well, it would certainly present like an interesting possibility where they're just like, oh, well, he he died in vain, and like the world government, like if they didn't go after Coby, they'd be like, oh, he died and it was not in vain, but it was very heroic, like he died as a hero and blah 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 blah, died to protect the peace. Then the people would be like, wait, why the fuck, like why aren't you fighting back against the pirates? Like they just kidnapped this dude, why are you not fighting back against them? So then I thought like, oh, that'd be an interesting possibility. And then I watched Morge's video. I was a little late on that, got around to watching it, and he brought up a really good point, in that being that the Blackbeard pirates capture Garp and use him as a bargaining tool. And that's a whole new possibility, because that's way bigger. Because he brought up, he was like, yeah, Coby is a hero, Garp is the hero. Like he's
the fifth.
Yeah, I was about to say, like he's one of the faces of the Marines. Like I'd say right next to Kainu and Sengoku, you have Garp right there. So it's just like, man, if he gets captured, that's a huge, like, what do you do then if you're the world government?
I mean, if you lose someone like Garp, I'd say that's about it. But like, how exactly would they even capture Garp? Because like we were talking about this before last week when the Sans first came out. I was like, the only two people who could possibly take on Garp right now are Blackbeard or Kuzan, and they're not on the island right now. They're the only ones who would even have a remote chance of doing that.
Well,
like
we don't really know if
we
they're
have
not.
here now.
Oh wait, are they on the island? Did they leave? Was it that they left full of lead?
So
Yeah,
Because I
We don't
remember
know where
Shanks
they're
got
at.
like an
Proper.
update from him. Like he was like, yeah, I think they've left full of lead. I think that was the update, right?
So we don't know, because Blackbeard is fighting Law. Because the scene we see with Blackbeard talking to Kobe is a flashback. So
Yeah.
assumingly the events are Blackbeard went to Amazon Lily, kidnapped Kobe, went back to Full of Lead, and then went to confront Law. So we don't know where he's at right now. If he's beaten Law, because we saw the Blackbeard pirate ship going to Egghead, and we don't know who's on the ship. But
Yeah.
if I had to guess, I think Aokiji's on the ship going to Egghead, and I think Blackbeard might still be fighting Law, or is like finishing up fighting Law, but he's not back on Full of Lead yet. So I think the only members on Full of Lead are San Juan Wolf, Shiryu, Avila Pizarro, and Vasco Shot. Here's the thing, right? What Garp did was insane. That was an insane attack, and I don't think the Blackbeard, any of the members on the island, really stand a chance. But maybe I am just sleeping on them.
No.
Because Shiryu's supposed to be really strong. Like, he's Zoro's matchup, right? So he has to be strong enough to push Zoro. Assumedly, he's Zoro's matchup. He has to be strong enough to push Zoro to, like, a hard fight. And Zoro's pretty insane, too. So it's like, yeah, this was an insane feat by Garp. We've never seen anything like it. He is still an old man, ultimately. Like, maybe they just wear him down. Like, I don't know.
Maybe.
I find it hard to believe that they could beat him. These members of Blackbeard Prides could beat him. But also, it's like, we don't really know what they're capable of either.
They
True.
fight dirty.
I mean, we
That's one.
definitely slept on Law's crew, but we have to remember they are the crew of an emperor, so we can't exactly. Maybe it's just us underestimating them.
Maybe.
I feel pretty confident about sleeping
Maybe.
on Lost Crews.
Maybe.
I don't feel that
know.
bad.
I'm never waking up.
Yeah.
This is
it's gonna be interesting to see, because like I don't know if like I don't know, like if Garp, if that's an attack, like if Galaxy Impact, which is a sick name by the way, if that's an attack where he is like on some like King's Punch shit where he's like, oh, I can only do that a few times, then okay, I guess. But if he's just like, yeah, I can just do that, wallahi, they may be finished, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's crazy.
This is kind of a different topic, but I thought it was fucking hilarious. So I do want to bring it up. But,
Okay.
One of the most notable female Marines in the series is Suru.
Yes.
She's like, she's a part of the old era with Garp and Sengoku and everything. She's a vice admiral. Her devil fruit is the laundry fruit. Now, I'm sure the irony is not lost on everyone, but I think it's even funnier because in this chapter, Oda introduced her granddaughter, Kujaku, and her devil fruit is the whip fruit. She whips people. She's the disciplined woman.
Yeah.
And
whips them into shape.
I mean, I just think that's fucking funny.
though.
I think it shows
Femini-
Oda still has a sense of humor after all these
Feminism marches on.
Bro, it's working. She's a rear admiral. So
Yeah.
she's all right.
I'll tell
She's a
you
rear
what.
admiral, all right.
Oh
years.
my!
I love the way.
Wait.
Yay.
Oh hell
Welcome to
yeah!
Slice of Shonen, where we get it done.
Yeah!
We need to get a bit quicker on the draw with those. We need to be prepared.
Don't worry,
was
I'll
legit.
hover over the
Button
soundboard.
And then another button. It's a process.
I was legit like lying down in my chair, like on like, completely parallel with the ground. I had to like crawl up.
Bro sat up with the urgency, said, "Wait, wait a minute." I will say though, I ain't gonna lie, Kujaku just looks like a gender bent Cavendish. I ain't gonna lie.
Whoa. That's
I ain't
true.
gonna lie.
I like that she can whip inanimate objects and make them listen to her. Because she
Yeah.
whipped the buildings and made them move to surround everyone and trap them
Yeah.
in the square. Which
I like that.
That's cool.
So hot, she
Yeah.
gives inanimate objects mommy issues. I respect it.
That's crazy.
I respect
I'm more
it.
curious about. I'm more curious about what was up with Hibari and these GP flowers. Like, is that something from the same island as Usopp that Usopp was on? And I have to imagine.
It was weird because in the leaks, and I might just be forgetting something from Egghead, but in the leaks, the early spoilers, they were like, "Oh, Hibari uses these bullets that turn the gunpowder into flowers from Egghead, or like it's like Vegapunk's technology or something." And I was like, I don't remember him ever explaining that he had that technology. And in this chapter, it wasn't explained either, that's where she got it from. So I don't know where they got that for the leaks.
Honestly,
So
if they just say it's Vegapunk, yeah, I believe you. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, like I said, it took me. I was trying to think about what it was too, but like right now, all I can think of is like they're a variation of pop greens.
Mhm.
maybe.
Have you guys
Yeah.
heard the theory about Hibari?
What's that?
What?
That she's
No.
thirsty for Kobe's dick. Yes.
Well, it is about that, but what's funny
Oh
about
my.
it is she's clearly in love with Kobe,
True.
but
Me too.
her speech pattern, the way she speaks, is a very, very specific dialect in Japan. And the only other character in the series that has the exact same dialect is Akainu.
Mm.
So the theory
No.
is that she might be related to Akainu.
Wait a
somehow, like
minute.
his daughter or granddaughter.
He does have
No
that like
shot.
giant flower tattoo or whatever on his arm, right?
Yeah, he has
Bro,
and the
Hawaiian.
white
he
shirt.
does.
Yeah.
He does. Oh my
Uh-oh.
god. Can you imagine how
Kobe.
awkward that is? Like, Kobe stops
No.
you at Marineford, now he's fucking your daughter? Oh my
Let's
god.
all ask ourselves this question: would Oda do that? Absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh my
There's
No
god.
way. There's no way it's his daughter. It's gotta be like his
My
niece.
granddaughter, because Akainu's like 50 something. He's like
He's,
55.
he's getting there.
No,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
There's
And
no.
Hibari's
I
young.
just can't.
Hibari's like 18, 19. Because Kobe's the exact same age as Luffy. He's 19. So Hibari's
Well,
probably
at least
only like
it's
18.
not another pudding situation. Thank God, Oda.
Hey,
Thank
man,
God.
Hey, it's okay. Bonnie is
know
gonna
her
age
age,
her
bro.
up. It's okay.
Her
It
age-
might be another
Here's the
Spongy
thing,
situation,
her
isn't it?
age is not confirmed.
You know, I appreciate her wearing pants. That's it. I like
He,
They're half
that's
camo
another-
and half bullshit. What the hell?
it's like Camo and Dr. Seuss, yeah.
That's the funny thing about her
Stockings.
pants design is it's the exact same look that Nami had and like her prototype.
Oh yeah,
Like,
you're
very,
right.
very
Yeah,
early.
when she had like the blue hair and shit.
Bro,
No,
Kobe's
it's
Like
Kobe's
the
still
axe and
getting
stuff.
Luffy.
it's
And like,
when it's
spot
yeah,
seconds.
the one artwork of Nami where she has like the robotic arm and like the
Oh,
giant
my
axe.
Yeah.
He has the same style pants where it's like ripped on one side with the like legging coming through.
That's cool. I like it. I fuck with the vision on that. Groose got no drip though. You need to cut that cap. No cap, bro.
Bro,
I ain't
his
gonna
shoes
lie.
are ugly as fuck. He got the fucking
Bro,
Dr.
he's
Seuss
got
ass shoes.
he's
The
got the
shoes?
Yankee with all
all
Yankee.
the brim.
The
Yeah,
extendo
all
brim,
the
bro.
fucking brim, bro.
no brim.
Yeah,
The
he
extendo.
collected all that shit.
Oh,
the
go gadget
extendo.
Yankee brim.
God,
He really
damn.
is the most New York dude in the series. I tell you what.
Dude, I
Bros-
already like him.
Was
Bros,
popping, B.
glorp fruit.
The glorp fruit. That's wild.
That's such a dumb name for a fruit. Like, I mean, we had dumber names, but that's just such a dumb name. Like, couldn't they just call it the clay fruit?
No.
Literally
No.
anything with
He's from New York. That means he represents America. We come up with stupid shit all the time for words, and you know what? I respect it.
We are the home of the Yankee with extendo brim.
I did not need to be reminded of that.
Literally, the last thing I want to talk about the chapter that I'm
Okay.
done is
It's
just,
Tashigi, right? She's back. I'm excited too, man.
fuck no.
All right.
Bro, I don't care about Tashigi when Oda does, because right now he don't give a fuck.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Bro.
Well, it was interesting to see Tashigi here, because like if she's here, then it has to mean Smoker's here as well, right?
I
Bro,
wouldn't
we
be
don't care
surprised
about
if
him. It's Tashigi's show.
Tashigi and Smoker are definitely members of Sword.
Oh yeah,
Definitely.
absolutely, absolutely. Yeah.
Definitely something they would be
They
part
were,
of.
if they weren't before, they probably are.
I was about to say
Yeah.
after what happened in like, even if it wasn't like right after Alabasta, I can imagine after Dressrosa seeing Fujitora do what he did. It's just like, yeah, you know, I want to be like cool like that, so I'm gonna join Sword. That'd be interesting.
But what I wanted to talk about is just Coby, because I think Kobe's gonna be way more important than like any of us thought he was going to.
Yeah, big time.
Because
For sure.
Oda's hyping him up a lot, and it's weird because he's not hyping him up really from like a strength point of view, like, oh, he has Conqueror's Haki and all this stuff. It's like Kobe's like in this chapter we see him freeing slaves, and they're like, oh my god,
He's a
he's a
saint.
true saint. Yeah, and they're like praying to him. And then Garp is like, he's Garp, the most legendary Marine ever. I mean, the hero of the Marines is like he's like Kobe's the future of the Marines. He's my protege.
So
He came all
fucking
this way
cool.
just to save
mean,
Kobe. It's
I'm
like,
honestly not that surprised to see him get such a big role in this, because like I feel like this has always been about that. With One Piece is like, hey, everyone's stepping up to a legacy. Like obviously you got Luffy stepping up to Roger's legacy, Obi stepping up to Garp's, Blackbeard stepping up to Rock's. It's like that's all. I feel like that's always what this has been about with these three characters in particular. Or, you know, like I mean,
Yeah.
so that's
So,
all
like-
true, Silver. That leads into the question though. We know what Luffy's gonna do to, you know, fulfill Roger's destiny or whatever. He's gonna become the Pirate King and do what Roger couldn't. We know
Yes.
what Blackbeard's role is, following in the footsteps of Rox. He'll be defeated, like Rox was. What does Coby do to lead into the footsteps of Garp? Because what Garp did was he fought Rox alongside Roger and defeated him in like the most legendary battle in the entire series. What does Coby do? That's my question. That's what I'm like worrying. Not
Okay.
worrying. That's what I'm wondering about.
Curious about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like- Yeah, like what does Coby do that satisfies this build up that Oda's putting on him? Because it's like Coby, again, he's not weak, but he's not strong. Like he doesn't have Conqueror's Haki, at least not that we know. And it's like
No,
he
I don't
it's
think
like
he
what
would.
and we know Coby, because that's the thing with Coby is like, because I told this to Zenith, and Zenith brought up, and it's very possible. It's like what it could be is just at the end of the series, after the world government's defeated, Coby becomes like, because Kobe's dream is to become an admiral, so he's going to be an admiral by the end of the series. Like we'll see him be an admiral at some point. It's like maybe after it's all said and done, the world government's toppled, and because the Marines aren't going to disappear, because Dragon, even when Koala and Bello Betty were talking during the reverie, Bello Betty's like, hey, Koala, aren't you conflicted because the fishmen are part of the government? And Koala's like, no, we just want to take down the celestial dragons. We're not trying to take down the entire government.
Right.
So assumedly, if Koala's any indication of Dragon's ideals, the idea of a world government and like Marines and all this stuff isn't bad. It's the people that's running it.
Yep.
So the Marines will most likely stay around after the series, and maybe it'll just be that Coby is like one of these central figures leading the Marines into the next era, and that, or maybe he does something crazy. Maybe he does. I've brought this up before, and I it's one of those things where I'll just put it out there again. But it is possible he has beef with Blackbeard. Maybe it does end up being Luffy and Coby fighting Blackbeard.
E.
I don't think it would be like a complete, like, I don't think Coby would be there the whole time, but I would absolutely love to see him join that fight for a little bit. I would love that.
Oh yeah, like
that would be so good.
Because like Coby was one of the first characters we got introduced to, even before the rest of the crew. Like, I mean, I feel like that would be an amazing moment to have, just after everything both him and Luffy have been through. Not to mention, and like, cause I'm saying, like, hey, I could say both could happen. Like, he helped fight Blackbeard, and that's gonna give him all the clout he needs for everyone to look to him to help rebuild the Navy once everything is said and done. Because like, Garp saying it himself, like, he is the future. Like he is the one that people are gonna need to turn to when they want to ask, how are we gonna run things now?
Yeah, it would be really interesting to see that.
I'm a little conflicted about it, and again, me and Zenith were talking about this, because on one hand, I want Luffy to fight Blackbeard 1v1 straight up, man versus man, and defeat him. Because Luffy hates him. Like, the beef it's on sight when they see each other. Like, that's it. But on the other hand, thematically and just plot wise, like, man, it would be so good if Coby participated in that fight. Because another interesting thing about those three characters, Blackbeard, Luffy, and Coby, is they're all big dreamers. Like, Coby was the first person that Luffy, before he met any of the Straw Hats, Coby was the first person Luffy inspired to follow his dreams. Coby was the first person Luffy saved in the entire series. Yeah. And I brought this up again. We were talking about it earlier, and I was like, the cool thing about Marineford is the halfway point of the series. It's the turning point, and it is supposed to act as the conclusion to the old era. Whitebeard, Garp, Sengoku, those characters are done. And it's supposed to act as the beginning, the start of the new era. There are three characters in particular that have very big standout moments in Marineford that are specifically a part of this new generation, new era. Because the rest of the worst generation, the Supernovas, they didn't do anything. They watched it. Yeah. There's only three characters that acted. Luffy, obviously. Blackbeard, obviously. And Coby. Coby had a massive moment where he tried to stop the war. He stood up to Akainu, and Shanks saved his life. And Shanks told him, what you just did will change the world for better or for worse. So it's interesting that for this massive arc, Marineford, the turning point of the series, Oda chose those three characters, and specifically, those three characters are the ones that did things that will change the world for better or for worse during Marineford. Yeah. And it's like, I think Coby might end up being really important by the end of the series. I
have no doubt of that.
Yeah. I think you're right on that. I think Coby, because like beforehand, I thought Kobe's importance is just going to be like, he's like we brought up, he was going to be the one who like reforms the Marines, and I thought he was just going to be fleet admiral. Like, that was just my thought. But yeah, it could be a situation where he does like step in, and like I said, I mean, Coby has developed a lot in the little time that he's had. He's grown a hell of a lot. So who knows? Maybe he could, but I don't think he's really strong enough, or he will be strong enough to really stick in the fight between Luffy and Blackbeard for long. I would just love him, like, if we had like maybe like a chapter or two of just him in there. Like, if a chapter ended and it's him and Luffy standing like side by side, getting ready to fight Blackbeard again. Oh, I'd love that. I'd love that so much. It'd be so good. It's interesting. It's interesting.
When you said that, and this is so headcanon, but like when you said that, the way I pictured it, I don't know if everyone's seen this, but episode 0 or chapter 0, which was the prologue to Strong World. It's all canon, but it shows a scene where Shiki shows up to Marineford because he wants to kill Roger because they captured him. Well, he turned himself in, and Sengoku and Garp come to stop him. And there's a scene where they're standing next to each other, and they both throw off their coats, their marine coats, and it's like both their coats are like falling, and it's like a really sick scene because it's both of them and Shiki standing in front of them. I can picture a scene where if Luffy has on like a coat similar to he had in Wano, and Coby has on his jacket, his marine jacket, and they're like standing in front of Blackbeard, and they both throw off their coats before they start fighting him.
Fucking sick! Oh my gosh, that'd be really cool. That'd be really cool. Yeah, like I said, I don't think Coby can hang in there for the whole fight, but I'd love for him to make an appearance. That'd be so sweet, for sure.
But yeah, good chapter.
He will when he gets Kizaru's devil fruit.
Oh hell yeah!
Don't do that to me, please. I'm right here.
And
What was
he's
the,
right there.
It's okay. Kizaru's got to get negative by Sanji first, so he's gonna prove he's not worthy of it, and then he's gonna give it to Coby. It makes sense.
Nah, it's still gotta be Sanji versus Shiryu. I'm standing by that.
Well, nigga, they're on Egghead right now, so what the fuck?
Why?
But it's because the invisibility
Why would
fruit.
you stand by that?
It's the invisibility fruit. Sanji wants to fight him because he killed his dream.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I was about to be like, dude, he's got a sword.
Yeah, the power of horny will always prevail. Anyway, speaking of horny, let's talk about Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man, chapter 125. Fellas,
Dude, this fight's so good.
yeah.
Really like
That's
the
how
devil.
we're feeling about it, but that makes sense. Yeah, bro. Fucking, you just imagine, like, you just minding your own business. This big ass devil just walks up to you like, "Hey, bro, you got any apples in here?" Huh? Like, what?
Gravity will no longer affect you now. Huh?
What? Why you fucking do this shit to me, man? Like, oh my god, you just on the fucking ceiling like, bro, please let me down, bro. I just want to run register, man. It's 30 minutes to close. God damn. This chapter is really funny, man. Like
mantis things that it has is so like
ugh, yeah, right? Yeah, it's creepy, man. They
I really
shot
like
her
it 'cause
shit
it's-
up. God damn. But anyway, continue.
It's kind of like it's like her chef knives that she has on her because she cuts it with it. Like it's really really cool.
Yeah,
The
she's
fucking
cooking.
creepy ass arms.
She's cooking.
Yeah, like,
God
again,
damn.
I mentioned it before, but her whole old design is just really fucking awesome.
I
Like,
love
I
the
love
Falling
everything
Devil.
about it.
I
That's
really
sick.
really love the Falling Devil so far. It's so they're so fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the Devil Hunter show tried to fucking kill her, and she's just
Yeah.
like, "Come on,
Right.
guys."
She's like,
Those are
guys.
bullets.
So
Are
there's
you
some
serious, my
really
brother?
Bullets.
interesting stuff in that exchange because the most important thing is when she gets shot up, she immediately heals it and then is like, "It's impossible to kill me with any means of attack humanity presently possesses." Now,
Oh my god, she
it's
watched her
important to
AOT
know-
video. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Surprisingly relevant. Now, it's very important to note that a big part of the part 2 is the fact that nuclear weapons no longer exist within the Chainsaw Man world. I wonder if that's implying that nukes can kill primal fears.
That
Bro,
would
if
be
that's the case, that's the
interesting.
most human thing ever.
Yeah,
That would be
right.
pretty lit.
Here's the thing, Xanth. I love that idea. I was picturing it like them dropping a fucking nuke on her, like in the middle
Right.
of town. It's so funny.
No, here's exactly what happens. It starts to fall, and then she's just like, "Huh," and then it falls in reverse and hits the plane.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
so
Okay,
it
that
would
would be
on
amazing
the
to see.
condition that it hits.
God.
She would just
important
walk through a door and go to hell. She would just
True.
leave.
Not a guaranteed thing.
Bro, she's getting sent there if that nuke hits her. God damn.
Did we get her? We missed. How did we miss?
Oh yeah.
you
Mr.
gotta
President, you're not
try
gonna
and
believe
get-
this, but it's flying back at us. Huh? That'd be some crazy shit, man. Oh my god, I would love that simply for the
we
fact.
hit something.
Yeah, right. I would
The
love
ground? Surprisingly, no.
that. Just for the simple fact of just like, man, fuck fear, and they just nuke it. That'd be awesome. That'd be the most American thing to do. That'd be great.
I think it was really funny that she was like, oh, as long as you don't attack me, like I don't mean any harm, like to you.
Yeah, she's a
Like
sweetie.
right after she was just cutting people's ears and eyeballs out,
Yeah.
just randomly for no reason.
Yeah,
Well, she needed the
Yeah, man, she was
ingredients, but
grocery
it's-
shopping.
bro.
She needed those ingredients.
Falling
Ooh.
Devil just turned on inverted controls. True. God damn. Yeah, man. Like she just needs to gather her ingredients, and hey, if you're not on the shopping list, you're fine. You're okay. Just don't be on the shopping list, forehead. Don't look so eatable. Damn.
There's a joke somewhere in there, and I do not want to say it. But anyways, I
Submissive
really
and eatable.
maybe yeah. Anyways, I like the panel where like the entire building is like crumbling away piece by piece with like the cars floating up and stuff.
Yeah.
That's a really cool panel.
It's
That's
so
such a good panel, man.
it's such a
Season
great page
thumbnail.
turn, yeah. Like just going from all right, just everything just fucking disintegrates. Like, oh my god. Just man, poor guy just gets all that fucking exploded. Just exploded in everything around him. He somehow survives. He's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And then he just gets his head cut off. God
Yeah,
damn.
he gets his head cut off. I'm starting to realize that now. She destroyed an entire fucking like apartment complex and more just to cut this dude's head off.
Yeah. He's
That's
just
some
like,
hate
nah.
right there.
Look at what you did. You killed these people. I didn't do this. You did. It's so funny, man. I love her.
It's so good. Denji
She's-
shows up and he starts up the chainsaw and it's like, "Ba-dum," and she's like, "Ba-dum."
Yeah.
What do you mean, bro?
She literally saw. She
What that
literally
mean?
saw the fucking sound effect and she's like, "The fuck do you mean?" Ba-dum."
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
My
I
boss
love that
music
she-
kick
And
in.
then he baroomed her. You know,
Yeah.
it was real brutal. It was real brutal.
Yeah, he
I
ran
love that his
through her.
response isn't that he's
No
pissed
way.
off about
You're not
her
getting
killing
away with
everyone,
that.
but because of stealing the apple.
You're not getting away with that, Zenith. I can't believe y'all just skipped over that. I can't believe it. That was too funny.
I was
For
fine
those
with
of you-
skipping past it.
For those of you who didn't hear, no,
was
we
also
are
fun.
giving this joke the credit. We are giving it the credit because I thought it was funny. God damn it! Fucking Zenith said he broomed her. I laughed. That was funny. That was a very funny one. I
Hey,
enjoyed
man,
it.
I'm glad you liked it.
What the
That
fuck?
was a good joke.
What the fuck?
Wait,
I
wait,
think
wait,
everybody
wait, wait.
should
What was the joke again?
No, I'm not
Well,
setting myself
I-
up for no. Zenith,
I
Zenith,
just said he
Zenith.
baroomed her. It was brutal.
No!
Yeah, that's what I
Bro, even the crickets applauded you, bro. They thought it was funny.
I didn't think it would be a thing. Like, I would say a dumb joke and it would be the center of attention, like the fucking
You know what? I'm sorry.
spotlight coming down.
I thought it was
Let's
funny.
go.
I'm sorry. Zenith, I'm sorry. We need to give you your due credit. Everybody, give him a little. We haven't been able to use the golf clap one once. Like in the entire time we've been thinking that. It was
Yeah.
never useful.
Oh hell yeah. Absolutely.
Shut the fuck up.
But yeah, Denji popping out this chapter, man. This fucker is insane, and I love him. I love him so much. Pushing your decapitated head to slice off someone else's head is fucking metal. Oh my god, that's so fucking sweet. That's so cool, man. Especially
Yeah,
with
I
how it
love it.
ended. It's like this is the first time I've ever been on the menu. Oh my gosh. That's so
She
fucking
instantly cut him. She cut his head off and cut him in half, and he just kept attacking.
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
He did not stop.
Yeah,
at all.
Because she
He's
went
not
straight through him, and then you can see his like spinal cords kind of reforming.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so yeah, his regen's way better. I mean,
Regen is
Now,
insane.
I do have to bring something up because this is really
ahead.
important to like what might be happening here. It's one of the things that's in like the so I saw this tweet basically that was going into like
True.
the translation of the chapters, like what's being said in Japanese. His laugh here is completely different from Denji's normal laugh,
Really?
which has led to speculation that this isn't Denji.
Oh, this is fake Saw Man.
Oh.
Which would also explain why his regen is just so much better. Like, it's a different character.
That's some crazy shit if Fake Sawman just is somehow better than Denji at one thing.
His chainsaw is well, hold on, let me set this up. His chainsaw is longer. So like maybe that's the thing. Like cuz I remember the Fake Saw Man had the fucking extendo chainsaw. So like now that I look at it, the chainsaw like on his head is longer. I don't know. Let me hold on. We have the
Yeah.
technology. Let me
Google enhance.
You measure the chainsaw.
No, I have volume 1 sitting right next to me. So let
Okay,
me,
so you're checking.
yeah,
Fair
I'm
enough.
checking.
Yeah, like I am
I don't
looking for
know.
inconsistencies. It's just he does look like Chainsaw Man. That's the thing. Is that
The
just
only
looks like
thing-
Denji?
Yeah, the only thing that like threw me off is like when he's like, "You stole those apples, apple thief." That's such a Denji thing to say.
It is.
Absolutely,
Which-
yeah.
So here's why I like this. Because if you can interpret it either way. Either you can interpret this as Denji being Denji, he's just making a big deal out of a basic crime to like look heroic and shit.
Yeah.
Or, and I like this, if this is Fake Saw Man, it would be really interesting if Fake Saw Man was like actually just had this super overinflated sense of justice to where he actually got like mad over basic shit like that. I think that would be really funny and like just a fun dynamic.
Mhm.
Bro, someone littered. That person's getting fucking cut up.
You're getting executed. I'm just legally allowed to kill you. You should
Yep.
just
That,
fucking
that
die.
would be it'd be really interesting seeing them interact because Denji has no sense of justice.
Yeah.
He,
Which-
ju-
Yeah,
he just
right.
wants to be a hero because he wants to get laid.
Yeah.
Which would be really
Chapter
funny
6.
in a, you know, because a big deal in this, like, in part 2 is the Justice Devil. Made
Mhm.
multiple appearances so far.
Yeah.
Well, not true appearances. Still in the background, so the Justice Devil's a big deal right now, too.
For sure. Yeah.
We will see. I think that's a really cool idea. Maybe. We'll see.
Maybe. Only Denji would accuse a primordial devil of shoplifting. Also true.
Right?
Very true, Wet Napkin. Very true. Yeah, this is really fun. I hope it is Denji, and I hope he brought Naita with him. They tag team this man or woman. That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be fun. But anyway, yeah. That'd be really fun. If it is Fake Saw Man, that'd be very interesting. Luckily, we don't have to wait and see. We have a chapter on Tuesday. So
I'm gonna keep it real. I completely forgot about Fake Saw Man.
Because he has
there's
Yeah.
so
thought
much
he
stuff
not
going
even
on,
touched it.
dude. There's so much stuff going on. I forgot about him too. Yeah.
Mhm.
It would
I'm
make
s-
sense for him to pop back out again, but yeah, I forgot all about him.
Yeah, well, it'd be a really cool twist because it's like obviously he set up Denji to go there, so we, you know, if Denji shows up, seemingly no one would suspect it isn't him.
Oh
except
my
people
god.
do suspect it.
Chainsaw
Because-
Man versus Chainsaw Man arc.
I always love looking at Denji's like chainsaw form, like his head with his teeth, because I'm like, how does he close his mouth? And I know that it's like, you know, because it's not real. But it's like I always just try to picture like what it would look like. Like we've seen it closed, but it's like, how does he close it? There's so many teeth.
I like
that's
it
just
when
like
we
tangent.
see
What are the
eyes.
It's a
logistics?
jigsaw puzzle.
Well,
Yeah.
it just looks annoying to draw.
It's a lot of teeth.
Oh yeah.
Like just
So,
his
yeah.
whole head. Awful.
now I wanna bring
Fujimoto
this
did that
up.
to himself.
Chainsaw Man or Chainsaw Man, whichever one this
Yeah.
is versus the Falling Devil. How do you think this matchup's gonna go?
I think I win.
They can't kill each other.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
They're just gonna keep fucking cutting each other in half until one of them's like, all right, let's
Chainsaw
do something
is
else."
still technically just like human beings.
I mean,
Yeah.
I want to have some faith in Denji or whoever this is because at this point now I'm not sure. but I mean, we are talking about a primordial devil, and the last time he faced off against one, he got fucking bodied.
Yeah, well,
Nah,
he
he's
wasn't based last time. I'll remind you, Silver, that last time he was a simp.
I mean, he's becoming a hero so he can get laid, so I don't know
Now.
if that's really...
Yeah, that's based.
Fair and
Bro.
also true. I mean, it's just gonna be a callback to with the Darkness Devil. Fucking Knight is gonna be there. He's gonna be like, "Save me, Chainsaw Man," and then he's gonna beat the fucking, I guess, the
Bro is
incarnation of the fallen
literally
devil. Here.
He's out here converting femcells.
Oh my
That's the
god!
most
That's gotta be the
Chad
most.
thing you can do.
Yeah,
Oh
exactly.
my
That's the most heroic thing you
God.
can do.
Bro makes it
Saving
look
the world,
easy.
one smelly femcell at a time.
Here's the thing, Sky. It's really funny to me because we all completely understand what you just said, but there's so many people in the world that would be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?
And
Like,
they'll
what does that
die.
even mean?"
And they will die wondering what I'm talking about.
Bro, it's okay. That just means now you have homework. You can come back to the next podcast and you can be like, "Hey, what I learned in boating school is." There you go. You can tell us all about
What I learned on Twitter is
Denji was the one doing the simping. Now he's getting simped on. Plot development.
he's getting somped.
Getting somped. Shut up.
Yeah, see, Sky, when you say stuff like that, that's when you need to do the Vine boom sound effect. That's like the opportunity. Is like,
I
he's
don't want to
getting somped.
misuse it.
No, it's
that's-
fine. We have
that's
the
a good
power
move.
now. I'm trying to stay with it and also keep up with chat at the same time. I'm trying to like fucking go through and keep up with everything. Hey, it's okay. We're gonna get used to this power that we have, you know. Fucking
Don't worry, it will get annoying. Have
No,
no fear.
it's literally fine. Like at some point exactly.
No one even said anything.
Exactly. But I think
really
that
are just
says
using
everything that we need to. Fake Saw Man be like, parking between no parking hours, death penalty. Absolutely. On site, you fucking die. Do not pass go. Do not collect 200. You die. That's all you do. But yeah, really good chapter of Chainsaw Man, dude. This was like a chapter of Chainsaw Man where I was just like, it felt like, yep, this embodies the series right here. This is some weird, crazy shit, and it's also hype as hell. This is Chainsaw Man. Yeah, this is it.
love
And then we
reading
also
this
got
on
depression
mangas.
last chapter, so it made sense. Anyway, continue, Jake. I'm sorry.
I love reading this on Mangasy because, like, honestly, one of my favorite parts about it is going to the comments and just seeing everyone calling Denji Dennis without a second
Auto-correcting, yeah.
hesitation. And everyone's like, "Bro, why are you calling him that? What do you mean? That's his name, Dennis."
Dennis, yeah, bro. God damn. Are we
Mhm.
reading the same story? Fuck. I
Bro,
gotta
when
check out
Dennis like
Mangasy.
he did the thing where he was like broom, and then like he did like he broom all over the place. That shit was wild. I love it. I love it.
Absolutely, bro. Yeah, I gotta see. Maybe Mangasy will have fucking better scanlations than Viz. I don't know. Even if they're slightly better. Actually, no. Mangasy they're like the same. Sometimes TCB has has better ones, but man, dude, Viz, Shonen Jump. Y'all know I love you. I buy manga all the time. I just mentioned how I had Volume 1 of Chainsaw Man. I have the whole collection, and they're going to come out with a box set. You know my dumbass is buying that, because I want it. But fuck me, man. Fix these scanlations for Chainsaw Man. I'm begging you. Jesus Christ. No other series has to deal with this, at least that I'm reading. Fucking Jujutsu Kaisen, nope. One Piece, nope. MHA, nope. Black Clover, nope. Blue Box, nope. Sakamoto Days, nope. Nothing else. No other series has to deal with this bullshit. But I wake up in the morning on a Tuesday, and I'm so excited to read the new chapter of Chainsaw Man, and I just see whole grains just on my fucking screen, man. I can't deal with this shit. Please, Please. Hyper consumerism.
Somehow-
Yes, Otto.
Somehow
Absolutely.
we've kind of gone full circle back to the days of watching anime on YouTube in 480p.
Oh
Now we're
my
fucking reading our
God.
shit.
Honestly, yeah, bro. Back in the day where I would watch fucking 5 minutes of it'd be Naruto versus Neji part 1 of like 6. The fights like split up.
1 out of 9.
Yeah, right. I'm like, oh my God, bro, that was the shit back in the day, man. Oh my gosh, I remember watching that. I was like, oh my God, this fight is so cool. And then it ended. I'd be like, oop, time to exit out of tab. Click on the next one. Okay, yeah. Like I was so fucking hyped, man. God. That was the most ghetto shit I've ever experienced, and I was so excited, man. Simpler times.
Virtual ghetto.
Yeah, right. Simpler times. I've never been internet ghetto after that, but man, we got out the trenches. The days of Naruto AMVs, yeah, the day of Naruto and Dragon Ball AMVs, man. Oh my God, where were you when fucking the Wake Me Up Dragon Ball AMV dropped? Where were you? Huh?
Bro.
Yeah,
I
where
don't
were
think I've
you?
ever seen that
when-
AMV.
In
Where
school,
were you
first
when the
discovered
Vegeta-
YouTube.
I remember
Where
seeing
were
an
you when
I remember
Vegeta
a Wake Me Up
and
AMV of Vinland Saga, but I don't think I've ever seen one of
Oh
the
my
Dragon Balls.
God, you're so Oh my God. How are you so old yet not old at all? We're talking about
AMVs
ancient
of
history right
Vinland
here, and you're
Saga.
like,
Bro, I just turned
yeah.
23 yesterday.
Oh my God.
So did I. You know, actually, I'm like 20.
No,
It's not. Yes.
this is revisionist history right
What
here.
the fuck? We were
Here's the
talking
thing,
about
Silver.
history. I figured I'd talk
And
about mine
you
a little bit.
revised it.
What the fuck? What were you gonna
Why
say?
are you
Taco?
mad?
What,
I
bro?
was just-
I'm
I was
not.
just gonna tell Silver that it's too late.
Oh, okay. Well, I think it's just important to let people know the facts. I was
I'm
just
just saying
informing.
the only Silver would be like, yeah, the only AMV I've seen is of the historical fucking Viking show.
No, I've seen
Now
other
within the
No,
last
I've seen
decade.
other AMVs. I'm just saying for that particular song, I've
Oh,
only
yeah.
seen the Vinland Saga.
Oh, of course, yeah.
The
no,
Naruto
yeah.
System of the Down AMV. Oh my God, that shit went crazy, Kaneki. That's for true. They have full episodes of anime and movies on YouTube because these companies realize people pirate everything. Fucking Viz uploaded a shitload of anime onto YouTube for free. That was really cool of
Yeah.
them. Shouts out to Viz
The
for
other
that,
day, I
honestly.
literally just watched all of Fooly Cooley, and that's been up for 8 years.
Yeah, dude. They uploaded, I think they uploaded like most of Naruto, if not all of it. They've uploaded Inuyasha, Sailor Moon, like they a
Hunter
bunch
x
of other
Hunter.
shows. Yeah, Hunter x Hunter. I think Death Note was one of them too. Like, damn, dude. Shouts out to Viz for that. Like, unironically, that's really cool of them to do.
Shouts
That's
out to them
super
for
cool.
giving up, honestly.
Mm.
Good on them. Surrender.
No, bro, let them cook. That was really cool. For
These
them to drop
seas are
some
too
shit like
rough,
that.
alright? Only the
Well, no,
pirates
they-
survive.
Exactly. That's the perfect thing about it. They realize that most people are pirating manga. Why is this? Because one of the most popular manga of all time is about pirates. There you go.
Damn. Name's Zolo and he's like a samurai type shit.
Ah.
Type
And
shit.
then
Yeah,
LAD,
assassination
why
classroom.
Nami's not shy?
Oh my God, Usopp's doing that marksman thing. Oh my
What,
God.
he's cooking and Chopper's doctoring?
Oh my. Oh my God. God damn, that's that real fucking music right there. God. I'm sorry, I get a little emotional. God damn, that's that real music, man.
Yeah,
You come back home.
Main emotion, I'm feeling ashamed, but you know, that I'm also emotional.
Viz needs to drop all of Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc V English dub on YouTube. You know what? They will, just for you, Kaneki.
Die. Fucking die.
Damn, bro. He just wants to watch Yu-Gi-Oh, bro. He wants to watch
Love
Arc
it,
V, bro.
No, he doesn't.
Let him cook. God damn, bro. Let him
He
cook.
wants to suffer through Arc V. You don't
Nah,
watch Arc V, you
bro.
endure Arc V.
That's the one of the bangers right there. I've never seen it, but I believe Kaneki is spitting. They have the whole Assassination Classroom on YouTube from 5 years ago. Memories. God, Assassination Classroom, so good. It's so fucking good. You want to know what
Yeah, I
else is
still gotta
super
reread that
fucking
one.
good? Jujutsu Kaisen Chapter 219. Nobody's doing
Highly
transitions from me. But anyway, how are we feeling about this one, fellas?
It
This
was
chick's
an
naked.
interesting chapter.
Yeah.
I mean, I know what I was saying last week, and as much as I hate to say it, I think Megumi's fucked.
It's
Sukuna.
Jody. Oh my, he's fucking cooked. It's over for him.
Sukuna said, "Your technique, whack. Your domain, whack. Your sister, dead."
I knew it. I was gonna do it more times. Thank you.
Your friends, dead.
Your screen time over.
The worst and best decision Discord's ever
Me,
made.
I'm up. You are in the mud, and that's all I gotta say about that. Oh my god. The soundboard was the greatest investment Discord has ever made, honestly. I respect it.
This really brings us up to a whole new level.
Yeah,
I agree. It brings us on a new level. I wouldn't say up.
I think it brings us up, you know. JJK was okay this week. I appreciate my old age Sukuna moments. Hold on, Kaneki, I got you. And your drip lacking. I got you, Kaneki.
And you still wear your high school uniform.
That garbage ass fit. Megumi is like every man during No Nut November in Darkness. Oh my, Kaneki. Oh my.
And your soul in the abyss. Wait.
Wait a minute.
Don't touch it, please. Don't change it.
Oh, you know what I gotta add? Chat, it's coming soon. It'll be next podcast. I can't do it this week, but I gotta add a dog barking. I gotta. I gotta.
No.
I got
No.
to.
If it's perfect,
out of
it's like it
It
would have
would
worked.
have era, my guy. We do not need that.
It would have worked
Hey, man.
very well for the One Piece chapter, because I wanted to say it earlier, but just kind of forgot. We all know that Garp, factually, 1000% has that dog in him. Not due to the fact that he, like, you know, hydrogen, like, bomb punched an entire city and everything. It's just due to his ship. It's a dog.
And he had
And
a
the
dog
house.
hat. Yeah.
All of it.
He has a dog hat.
Yeah, he has a dog hat, bro.
Dog
Garp is
hat?
a furry
All of it.
question mark?
No, he's got that dog in him. All of it.
I think he just likes to yiff around.
Whoa.
Alright, so anyway, JJK.
What?
There's no way to do a confused boom sound.
You play it backwards.
Just imagine a question mark at the end of that.
But yes, man. JJK. I actually fuck with this chapter a lot. I ain't gonna lie. This is a fun little chapter. Fun way to wrap up the fight between Yorozu and Sukuna. Oh, we got more people? I think it's the soundboard, guys. I think we're doing pretty well.
Bro, she just has her whole pussy out, bro. It's
Bro,
wild.
that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
that's why I
Like,
said
we
she's
see
naked.
literally
Bro, I love
everything. Jesus.
I love the joke going around because basically there's the whole thing where it was in an author comment or an interview or something where he was like, yeah, you know, I tried to present my female characters in a certain way because
Right.
my family reads my manga and stuff. And now the joke going around is like, oh, they dropped it.
They dropped that shit.
yeah.
Absolutely. It's either that or they turn the page. Titty, just all in their face. just like,
Bro,
oh my
this is pretty
god.
good.
Oh
Pretty
my
close,
god. See,
My mom
titties
said
and
that
ass.
my series had too much reading.
Yeah. Titties and ass all over. He said, oh yeah, they dropped the series. It's time now. It's time. We're gonna have, we thought Mei's volume cover was crazy. Yorozu, if she gets one, Jesus Christ. That's just
If
gonna
she
be.
gets one, I'm gonna be pissed.
I think she will. No kizzy.
Well, if she gets one, then it's not gonna be Sukuna Megumi.
Well, no, Sukuna
Yeah.
Megumi, I feel like will get one.
Well, I
first,
guess
and then
yeah,
the-
he is gonna stick around for a while.
Yeah.
True.
I'm
Oh
pretty
my
sure
gosh.
Yorozu, like, busted a nut when she died. Just the way that she looks. That's all
not
I'm saying.
blood.
That's not blood, exactly, yeah.
Gross.
I respect
She's
it.
weird.
She's horny. She's like me for real.
she's very weird. But
She
you
is
want to know what
like
I
you for real.
you know what I actually like about this matchup? It's the fact that it's two powers, or well yeah, two powers that we know about since the beginning of the series, and on paper they're supposed to be really fucking busted and stuff. Like, oh, construction, you can just make everything. Who did we like know had that power beforehand? Oh. Well, what can you make? One bullet. Oh. A day. Oh. Okay, well, fine. All right, fine. You know what? You at least get a pass and stuff. That's fine. Megumi, on the other hand, I don't know what your fucking problem is, child. Please,
Bro.
get better. And then we now
Literally.
see that both of these powers are at their full potential in this fight.
Yeah.
So I like that.
Zenin clan falling off for real. No cap. Let's talk about
Yeah,
it.
yeah, they fell off.
Yeah.
Also, I like this
They
fight
fell off
because
the
it's
face of the
Fell
earth.
off in membership, that's for sure.
You're damn right, because my tribal chief stepped up, baby! The real Zenin in this series, baby. It's always
is
back to
almost
mock the
like-
agenda.
this is like one of the most
I'm not touching that
JJK.
stupid paper. Not touching that one.
thing that there is, where it's just like, oh yeah, construction, here's all the things that it can do, and we got like, you know, that entire page about like all the bugs that she's inspired by just to make this super armor and everything. And then she's got the perfect sphere, then domain expansion, and what is Sukuna just fucking do? Is like, hey, watch this, ultimate Shinigami, and you're dead. That's it.
Yeah.
There was no, I found a flaw in your technique or anything, and now I'm gonna abuse it. It's just, I snap my fingers and you're fucking dead. That's
Yeah,
it. That's
it's-
happened a lot more than you
it's
think,
like,
too.
I've
I
already
found the
adapted
flaw in
to
your
it.
technique. It's sucking.
Yeah.
It sucks.
It just fucking blows.
Yeah. Sorry to tell you this, but your technique fucking sucks. So I think I'm just going to win the fight now. Also, this looks like
Your
the second
technique?
domain. Oh,
Whack.
oh no.
No.
I hope you turned down the volume on the soundboard.
Oh, I
Don't
did.
worry.
Chat has yet to let me know if it was too loud. So, like, if it is too loud, chat, of
Yeah.
course, let me know.
I apologize if I've been ear fucking
That's
Oh,
hot, bro.
podcast.
Don't apologize for that. Also,
I'm-
this
I'm
looks like
gonna.
the this looks
Yeah,
like the second
that
domain
is true.
expansion with uteruses as the focal point. Yes, health class. W.
It's
You're right.
it's uteri.
No. Oh, it's like cactuses.
Yes, and octopuses.
Ah, okay. Sukuna just pressed the
Sorry.
win button. Yes, he did. Absolutely. If she's dead, then I'm going to be kind of disappointed. She was introduced like 30 seconds ago. The chicken tasted better when marinated, if you know what I mean. No, I don't know what you mean, Otto. What do you mean?
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean? Definitely not a weird question, but which one is hotter? Current Yorozu or past Yorozu? Past Yorozu. She's fine as fuck. And naked. So, like, that also helps. But, like, she's just fine as fuck. I ain't gonna lie.
I like
God.
past Yorozu's eyebrows.
I like her eyebrows, and it looks like she has, like, lipstick on in some panels. God, she looking fine, bro. God. Also, I think
Yeah.
she's funny as hell. She went out in the most cartoonishly stupid way possible. I love that. I love that.
I think it's really funny that it's like we get to see like how her crush formed, and she just died instantly. Like she didn't like. This wasn't like a long extended.
A
thing. Like,
lifelong.
yeah, she saw him one time and died like 10 seconds after she saw him, and that was it.
Yeah.
And then she's like, I love this person.
Because
Yeah.
he killed him.
Man, that was hot.
Guys, hot. Yorozu did her best Yuki impression. That's true. In more ways than one. Because she got cooked.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Fucking Sukuna said, yeah, no, I think I'll just win, if you don't mind. I'll actually use the Mahoraga now. Fucking insanity, man. God. Megumi's a fraud. He is. It's crazy. I hate it. I hate
Great
it.
stuff. She had a crush on him, then she got crushed. Twice. So it's like, don't know what else you can do now.
Yeah. Some crazy shit. Fucking bro penetrates sis. It's fucking really interesting.
Okay.
I- What's the problem? I'm just letting y'all
Well,
know what happened.
What do you mean? What's the
I don't know about that one, Chief.
Bro
don't think I
bro
can
was
do that.
inside of her. Like, I don't know what you want me to say.
Not that, actually.
Do you want me to lie and say that he wasn't in her? What do you
Your
want me to say?
analogies-
You know what,
Whack.
Sailor? You know what? Here's the thing, Sailor. I can sit here and blame you like all I want, but really, it's Akutami's fault.
He made
Ultimately,
you this
you
way.
are,
Yeah, he's
you're
to
a
blame.
product of
It's his
society. Yeah.
There are
Uh,
bigger issues.
Yeah,
You
fair. The chicken being more flavorful when marinated, the characters are more interesting when they have a longer stay in the story. Okay, no, that makes sense. That does make sense. I thought you meant like something sexual. I was like, no, I
What?
don't get
That's
what you
just
mean.
because
Bro.
we're all perverts.
Oh my god!
Nah,
I
he's
just
just
talking
did
about
fuck
chicken.
you up, bro.
What?
I immediately knew what he meant.
What? Then why didn't you explain it? Why are you lying? Why are
I
you
thought
revising
you were
history?
just joking.
Why are you revising history right now?
The
Explain.
implication was there, man.
Nope, you're lying. Now you're all lying. I'm being
Implication,
gaslit.
Bro, imply these fucking nuts.
Thank you. And I think my lawyer did a great job of representing my case there. I'm into crazy
As you
women.
can see, he clearly deserves the death penalty.
What?
My client should be executed
What?
like a dog.
Whoa, what? I'm into crazy women. I agree, Otto. You just like me for real. To give Yorozu the benefit of the doubt, I would fall for four-arm Sukuna. Yes, he would. He would kill you. Sukuna would never let Megumi live this down. Had it feel to break her back. That's some real shit.
Clearly,
Um,
clearly, a lot of really interesting things happened in this chapter based on the conversations we've been having.
Yeah,
No,
right?
bro, it's great. No, this chapter has been fantastic. Hey, we're
I
engaging
agree. I
with
love
our
this, man.
audience.
It's fucking great.
It's great. We
I,
might need a
uh,
new captain for this ship. What the fuck? What do
Here's
you
the thing,
mean,
right?
bro?
I liked this
Yeah,
chapter.
that
I
was
liked it, like the plot progression and everything that happened. I do think it was just rushed. I think it is a bit too quick. I think
I
don't
think
know.
we are starting to feel a bit of Akutami wants to finish the series syndrome.
You
I
think
really,
so?
like, at
Really?
the-
I didn't
at
feel
the
that
end,
way.
I'm
I'm
not gonna
just-
lie, Taylor.
I don't like
Okay.
this chapter.
When I saw the final page of like Megumi like crying, my reaction was just like, "Oh, that's it." Like I was like, "That's like the fight's over. Like it's done. Like that's it."
That's real nice of you. Fight. This was an execution.
I don't know.
I fuck with this. Yeah, I thought this was really well done. I'm sorry, continue.
I don't know. I thought like him killing his sister was gonna be like I don't know. I just was expecting more of an impact, but for
bigger
whatever
thing,
reason, yeah, it didn't hit me. I guess I don't know.
I
That's
think it's just because
understandable.
like Sukuna is just like he just gets shit done. That's just about it compared to like Kenjaku's just like, well, now I have like a 5-layer plan on how to probably do this, and Sukuna is just like, hey, watch this. Snap my fingers, you're dead. That's it.
Yeah.
Like I think a big part of it is the fact that it's very sudden when it cuts to Megumi in despair, and I like that just because it gets across what's supposed to be, which is like it's just this sudden realization of like she did.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest. Okay, so the depiction of it is a little cool. I like it because it looks like he's like the way that the light is being depicted. It kind of looks like he's underwater.
Yeah, I do like
Yeah.
that.
That being said, besides that, he's just lying on the floor, and like he looks a little like sad, but also kind of bored. It's like not for this series. It's a very like kind of lackluster way of portraying how utterly fucking miserable he should be right now.
I see what you mean, yeah. 'Cause it's just
Okay,
like,
yeah,
if
I
this
can
was
see
like
that.
the one thing he was working towards for pretty much the entire series, and now that finally gets ripped away from him, it's just like,
This
well,
is
fuck.
the worst moment of his life.
Yeah.
Akutami's really, really good at showing like characters like despair on their faces, like just how
He's done it with
sad
Megumi
or
before,
broken
yeah.
they are. Yeah. And it's like, I don't know, it's just so understated. That's the thing. It's very understated. And it's like I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, but it didn't do it for me
It would
personally.
It would be worse if he was like One Piece cry snotting like flailing or something like that. But like I think, a little Tokyo Ghoul Kaneki thing.
Terrible day for rain.
Yeah.
So, I've been talking about this with some of the people here,
Okay.
and I am by far the most negative on this chapter. I just don't like it at
Okay.
all. And it for me, it all comes down to Sumiki. Like, she is so nothing. We get a little bit of her personality in the beginning of the series, and we find out that she is basically Megumi's entire motivation. And then we finally see her, and Megumi barely reacts. Like, their reunion is nothing. It's just like, oh, there she is. He reacts more when it's not her.
Well, to be fair, if I may step in,
Go for it.
it was I shouldn't say implied, but he was saying like, I remember the one panel of Yuji and Hana. He's like, oh, look at him trying to act all cool as if nothing happened. And Megumi's like, shut up. So I think it was him just trying to be like, oh yeah, like totally big sis. I was fine. Like no need to worry about me. Just putting on an act. That's my thing anyway. That's how I saw it.
That is fair because Megumi is a very understated character. He's very, he isn't, he's not very expressive like the way Yuji is. But
I get it logically, and I'm sorry, Sky. I do want to just like I want to get my stuff out there.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, Cook. My bad.
I get it logically why he would have an understated reaction, but the problem is, I am far more connected to Megumi than I am to her. So my investment in her is gonna come from him. So when I finally go through all this stuff and I don't even get to know anything about her, because when she shows up finally, it's not her. So everything after this isn't her. And then she dies and it's just for Megumi to despair. She's just a plot device. She meant really nothing as a person. So when she dies, I don't feel anything. And so my investment in her is entirely through Megumi, who has understated reactions. So I don't feel anything either.
Right.
Yeah, because that's the issue with it, I think, is that this is the moment where, because it's like, yeah, he is a very understated person, very like, he's pretty chill most of the time. And that would make a more intense reaction hit all the harder at this point. Because we know that it's breaking him. But for him to react like usual, it's then like, oh, okay.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's
the
a good
most
point.
he's expressed was like when he did his domain expansion the first time, and second time, I suppose.
The first time he uses Shadow Garden, it's like the most his mouth has ever used, has ever moved.
It's like, damn, he actually smiled and laughed.
He's having a good time.
I'm just disappointed in how because and maybe it's my fault, I wanted Sumiki to be a character. I was excited for her to actually like enter
you
the story.
Idiot, she's an older sister, she's nothing.
I wanted to get an understanding, because obviously we have the flashback, but I wanted to have a better understanding of why she meant so much to him, like just interpersonally. Like I wanted to see them interact and stuff, and I just never got that. So when she dies, I just don't really feel like I give a shit.
That's fair. Yeah, because I never really looked at it from the perspective of like, but what about Sumiki? Like when they met back up together and like all that shit happened, I was like, oh my god, all this other crazy stuff is going down with like more characters that I care about. So I'm way more invested in that. I never really thought about it from the perspective of like, oh yeah, we should probably get more on Sumiki, because you're right, she is basically, not even basically, she is just a plot device. It's what leads us into the Cullen games and all that good stuff, and then that gets ripped away from us in this chapter. But I wasn't even thinking about that, just because I was like, oh my gosh, there's so many like cool moments going on, like all of these possibilities and all of these different characters interacting, these cool fights. Like, this is really sick. Like, everything's on go now, and I really like that. But yeah, that's a very good point, especially Megumi's reaction. I like that bit too, because I didn't really think too much about it. Again, I was just like, oh man, like, he's in the, like, I saw the TCB, shout out to them. They had that translation where he's like, he sinks into darkness, and I was like, okay, that's damn. Like, I just felt really sad when I saw that panel, so that like hit for me. At most, like, I will say I was a little confused because I saw the light going in and I was like, wait, no, she's dead. You shouldn't have any hope. Because I thought like there was light coming through the darkness. I was like, what the fuck? She's dead. What are you doing? And then it said like, oh no, she's like he's sunk into darkness. It's like, oh, okay. That makes more sense. So yeah, no, I see where you guys are coming from now. That was some good points.
Ultimately, like, I can get over this, right? Like, I'm not gonna fucking be sad that, oh no, Akutami ruined my character that was there.
Don't come back to this side when Sukuna versus Kenjaku
I gotta post that now. You reminded me.
I'm sorry, Zayden, continue.
This whole thing does just like reinforce a concern of mine for the series and going into the end game is Akutami treats a lot of his characters kind of like pieces on a board. Like, they are just to get to the next point sometimes.
Literal pawns.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it makes me hesitant to get invested into anybody.
That's
because
very
like
fair.
I don't know who I'm supposed to be invested in.
You can always put your stocks in Yuji.
Yeah, yeah, you know, he might survive the series.
Bro, what do you mean? Yuji Himadori, as Sleeping Danger
What do you
says.
mean? What do you mean?
What? No, that's a very good point.
Literally JJK.
Like, I just don't know who he wants me to care about.
Yeah.
You know? And it's very hard for me to get, like, a feel. It makes it... I'm interested in the story on the level of story, but it's hard for me to like care about the people in it. Because it's like, I thought like Angel and Hana were gonna be a big deal. I don't even know if they're alive. Like, they might just be dead.
Yeah, maybe.
And it's like, in any other series, I would be like, oh no, they might be alive. Like, who knows? It's one of those things where JJK kind of evaded the criticism of, like, you know, not being able to kill off its characters. I just think it went a little too far.
I was just about to bring that up, man, because I was going to say, once the series is over, it's going to be, like, kind of interesting to study how people's reaction is, because, like you brought up, it never really... JJK not once had to fight the they don't kill characters allegations, but is it worth it? You know? Yeah, like, is it always worth it to do something like that? It's going to be very interesting to see, like, how the community reacts to that, and just, like, what the perception is once it's all said and done, and once people reread it, how they feel about things, because things always hit different on a reread, at least for me. I can't speak for everybody.
There you go, Sailor.
I'm very curious how the reread will over.
That's a great video idea, Sailor. Can't wait to see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that, huh? That's a good one. I'm keeping that in the back.
I mean, I think it sounds really interesting.
Yeah,
I like the idea, because that's the thing is, yeah, JJK, out of all the New Gen Shonen, has never once been accused of being a Mickey Mouse series.
No,
and it's not. Like, people die, characters die. Like,
you just get murked.
Yeah,
No,
people come back to life just to die again.
Yeah,
I
So
accuse it of being
the
a
end
college
result
fucking
of that-
lecture.
But the end result of that, of being so flagrant with deaths, just killing off characters so consistently, is like, you do kind of become numb to it at some point. We're like, oh, this character's dead. But yeah,
Moving on.
Yeah,
they do
it's sort of like
start
that.
to kind of lose impact after time.
Yeah, it's like that Akame ga kill effect, where it's like, oh, niggas just die. All right, like, obviously not as steep, but like sort of like that.
Akame ga Kill is the ultimate fucking example. I only watch the anime, so I know the manga's better.
I'm so sorry.
From my experience with the anime, is like, Akame ga Kill was the Akame ga Kill is the epitome of a series where I hated every character and they all, spoilers, they all die, and it was just like, this fucking sucks.
You
I
all,
hate this.
I spare all of you fucking from reading Akame ga Kill. Don't bother.
Now hold on, wait a minute. I'm not gonna stand by and listen to this slander.
Knowing what happens to your bullshit characters will not change as death, and that's the only reason you're reading the series. Admit it.
No, not true. She's the main reason, but like not the only reason. False. I'm being lied about and slandered in real time.
I didn't mention you once. You're inserting yourself.
Well, I have to insert myself. I insert myself in a lot of things. So, like,
Sage
let me
isn't-
fucking sit here. Let me
Sage isn't
fucking
watching
cook.
this
Now
podcast.
he's
We can
just
say
lying.
whatever we want. We're free.
Well, but I like
We
a
can say
Akame ga Kill.
Akame
Akame ga Kill 0, you can skip that. But, like, Akame ga Kill is good. I like that. It's cool. You know?
Yeah,
Very, very fun.
Yeah, it's an issue where, yeah, there has to be a balance, and I would argue that there's not a single series in Jump right now that hits it.
Yeah,
Where-
it's super
Yeah.
hard to.
Characters, yeah, either everyone's immortal, everyone's Pell, and they survive
The
nukes,
will of P, yeah.
Gran Torino.
Oh
or yeah,
my
or
god.
yeah, or they're just getting axed, like it doesn't matter, and thus you feel like it doesn't matter.
That's a very good way of putting it too. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's really hard to find that in between for sure. I'm with Sailor. Thank you, Kaneki. Gosh. Nobody has my
You like
back.
a Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc V? Shut up.
Hold on now.
Yeah.
That's my fucking
That's a Mickey Mouse ass series.
Now wait a minute. I think he's cooking. I think he
That
has.
bitch is on That bitch is on Disney Channel at 6, bro.
Damn,
You know what
bro.
You know what the solution to all this is, right?
What's that, bro?
What?
You just read series like Blue Box where no one
Yes,
dies.
sir.
Yes,
Oh
sir.
my god, he's fucking cooking.
It's
Jesus
just that
Christ.
simple.
Oh my
Yeah, it-
god.
Blue Box is fucking sick with it, bro. I just,
God, it's so fucking sick. This week's chapter was so good. Oh my god.
I'm being dead fucking serious. Blue Box was my favorite chapter this week. I think Blue Box
I
was
think
better
it
than
might have
all
been
of
my favorite too. I'm not gonna lie. It's just so good. Oh my god.
All right, fellas, y'all are good. You caught the chapters. Are gonna talk about Blue Box now? Like,
No.
Yes, sir.
Fucking Chainsaw Man, whack. Garp showing up, double whack. Megumi being a fraud, triple whack. But my main Blue Box, it's tight as fuck. Oh, my air horn, I was looking up to it.
Oh, I have some other sound bites I'm just thinking of in my head. We
There's
gotta
gonna be
add
a
those
point
next time. We're
where
gonna add those next time. I'm sorry, Jiggy. Go ahead.
there's gonna be a point where it's gonna be the same thing, where it's like, yeah, all the chapters are fine this time, and then Taco goes into his Blue Box talk and everything, but I'm gonna retort and eventually say, yeah, that was pretty good. But you know what else would probably beat that? Blue Lock. Because I'm getting there.
I
I'm catching
forgot
up
you're
to
catching
you.
up. How
And
you
I'm
like
gonna
it?
beat you.
I may as well write this down as the
wow,
fucking
man
outro
really is
segment.
reading Blue Lock if that's how he's talking.
Yeah, bro. Blue Lock
Beat
is
me
so
more. I'm the
fucking-
king.
Yes,
Here's the
sir.
As
This is so fucking fire.
someone who has never read or watched Blue Lock, as someone who does not care about soccer or football, whatever you want to call it, I love Blue Lock.
It's
I
so
fucking love
sick.
it because there are
Okay.
there are two instances where I genuinely laughed from the bottom of my heart. I thought it was so fucking funny. One was I remember when Blue Lock like first became popular, and like our friend group was like posting images or whatever, screenshots of it, and then Zenith sent the fucking as a reaction. It was the video from Superbad where Michael Cera's like, "It's soccer, Greg. It's soccer." Fucking kills me, dude. I thought it was so funny. And then the second time was pretty recent. Silver was reading Blue Lock, and he sent an image of this dude. And he had like, I don't remember exactly, but he had like aura and fucking like dragons or something. Like lightning shooting out of his fucking eyes. And I responded, I was like, I don't know what he's playing, but there is no fucking way he's playing soccer. There's absolutely no
Dude,
chance.
they're just all so sick with it. That's what makes it.
I believe it, dude. They're crazy. I tell you what.
Don't worry, I think the same thing. Where it's just like, man, this guy's running like a fucking lion. It's just like all he did was just dribble a ball. But you know what? You're right.
Consecutive cross jumps.
Holy so fucking sick with it. Oh my god. Blue Lock,
The
Blue
two
Box,
best sports
peaks.
series currently running in anything.
Absolutely.
And they couldn't be more opposite.
God, man, they're so fucking raw. God, I love this shit. Shouts out to good series, and shouts out to you, my boy Shido. I can tell from that description alone. Oh my gosh,
Oh yeah.
my favorite joke that I've seen is the fucking Kunigami Black arc.
Yeah.
Fucking
I was like, dang, he looks so different.
Like, oh, that's
Weird.
not Kunigami.
Man, he got tan all of a sudden.
What happened to
Kunigami
him?
Black
That was
arc.
crazy.
Oh my god. What a wonderful time. Shout out to good
When are
series.
we-
and shout out to
When
y'all
are
for
we
listening
just
so
gonna
far.
actually add Blue Box to the rotation? I feel like we dance around it every week.
Bro,
I
as soon
mean-
as fucking
Continue to
here's the-
dance.
as soon as like MHA fucking dies and we bury it, you already know.
As soon as we
Yeah.
smoke its pack, it's
Alright.
time.
Well, I'm really curious, Zenith, because I wonder, this is on Sailor's channel and everything. If he wants to talk about it, how are you gonna stop him?
I have ways.
You're gonna
Someone-
kick him from the server? Is that it?
No! No!
I have been handed a mighty power.
Oh fuck.
Oh my god.
Oh, God.
I can't be stopped.
Oh no!
Bro,
it's
you
not
know what's
Blue
a
Box.
sound bite we need is the one where he's like, "Boy, if you don't."
Man,
I'll
it's
have
not
to
like
have
you
that
can
one.
just individually mute the soundboard volume, so you're essentially booming into the void.
Oh, shit. Shouts out, man. We should. Kunigami Black is crazy. I'm glad you like this Sleeping Day shit. Oh my gosh. Well, anyway,
This shit like Sonic Adventure 2 in the Dark Arc now.
yeah, hell yeah. We
Select
should
your
wrap
story.
up. We should wrap up. Shouts out to you if you've listened this far. Thank you so much for listening. I think, actually, no, One Piece is on break, so we'll have a sort of full podcast next week. Actually, no, MHA is going to be on break again, right? Because it was on 2-week break. Or is it coming
Is
back?
it? Okay, I thought it was just a 1 week break.
Bro,
I don't know.
I
Someone
could be
make
wrong.
that man
Think-
take a nap. God damn.
You were
I
seriously?
think MHA is coming back this week. It should be.
Okay. Okay.
I feel like that's true, yeah.
Sounds good.
Well, I could
Well,
look real quick.
if we're right, then we're right. If we're wrong, then we'll never speak on it again. Thank you.
The slice
so
of Shonen
much.
way. That's
Absolutely.
our fucking catchphrase.
That's our ninja way, bro. Let
Yeah.
us cook.
You speak with authority, not intelligence.
Exactly. Absolutely, ladies and gentlemen. But we're going to be getting up out of here. Thanks again for listening. Let us know down below what your favorite chapter was from any series that you're reading, whether it be ones we've talked about on the podcast, whether it be ones we didn't talk about on the podcast. Stuttering over my words a little bit, but that's okay because I'm going to be done talking soon. Fellas, is there anything you'd like to say before we leave these wonderful, wonderful people for the day?
I do
Please
want to
let
say.
us know if it's Mashal so we can block you.
I went ahead and looked, and yes, we are getting every chapter next week except One Piece. One Piece
Let's
is the only thing on break.
go.
All right, so that's a clean hour off next week's podcast. Then.
Let's go.
Very nice.
All right. Yeah. So let's get on out of here. Goodbye, everybody. Mwah! And good night. Sleepy. Why the fuck you say goodbye, young people and Sailor? And I'm leaving.